Hello! So today, I'm going to talk about a previous series I used to make. I mentioned it briefly in the video above. It was called The Horrors of Friendship. I thought I'd explain the plot of it. I no longer make it since I lost interest, but I'm going to explain the plot anyway. Might as well make something for Christmas. So firstly, it was meant to be a horror fantasy story about a group of friends. The characters were Martin. He was kinda the one who stopped everyone from being reckless. He was a very anxious person. He was the second character designed. He was later reused as a FNAF character. Susie, I don't think I ever wrote a proper personality for her because she was possessed. She's practically the opposite of Martin. Hazel, she's a very loud character, but she helps protect the group and would do anything for her friends. Simon, he was the smartest of the group and was in a wheelchair. He did not let the wheelchair stop him and would try to join in with anything his friends were doing. Tai Tai, she's an artist and was designed a lot later than the rest of the characters. I drew her in a different style, as you can see. There's a few side characters too. As you might know, Frida and Fritz were later reused for Tales of Speculoos. The only difference is that Frida also works as an engineer along with some added lore. Part 2. Plot. So the story was set on Halloween and the group of friends get dared by a boy called Dylan to go into a haunted house. Here's an old concept for the house. Anyways, Dylan tells them that if they can ring the bell at the top of the tower, he will give them £100, and the girls decide to go. Martin doesn't want to, and Simon can't go. When they get to the house, they explore for a bit and find an old side. Susie picked it up and becomes possessed. Here's the 3 versions of her. Tai Tai and Hazel run away and go to Martin's house. They tell him what happened, then they go to tell Simon, then Amira. They then brainstorm what to do. They remember that possessed Susie said something about a land of fish and magic. Amira tells them she heard about some people in the city who knew about it, so the group heads there. They then meet the people Fritz and Frida and help them make a portal there, and they show up in Axolotlia. I stopped writing it about then. Part 3. The future. Even though I stopped writing it, then I had made a few plans about what would happen in the future. These included Hazel becoming a half-demon, Martin gaining the ability to teleport, some sort of fight with possessed Susie, and the characters visiting more dimensions. Part 4. Reuse. I have already mentioned the reuse of Frida and Fritz, but I also reused many other things. I reused the idea of possession, so instead of Susie, there's other characters like Leela and Floof. Also, instead of a side, it's just direct possession from the main villain of Tales of Speculoos. I also reused the place that the second half of the story is set. Axolotlia and JJ5, one of the characters who lives there, but in Tales of Speculoos I added more characters and nations other than that one. Thanks for watching. Bye.